Welcome back to Morgan Dollar Mondays with MASSABESIC Numismatics. This week I wanted to highlight an upcoming auction on Heritage Auctions of an 1889 Carson City Morgan Silver Dollar hoard, so I hope you stick around for that. I am Dean with MASSABESIC Numismatics. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel to see what I have to offer, which makes me extremely happy, and I hope you put lots in the comments letting me know what you think of this video and other videos I have produced. So Monday morning, bright and early, I awoke to a text message from my friend Ontario 100. If you haven't checked out Ontario 100's channel on YouTube and on Instagram, I highly recommend it. Go do that now if you don't know who he is. Anyway, he was letting me know or asking me if I was aware of this upcoming auction on Heritage Auctions at the end of August 2025. This auction will feature a hoard of 35 1889 Carson City Morgan Silver Dollars. Yes, that's right, the king of Carsons. It really is just amazing. Apparently, a family has held onto these coins since the 1950s, and here is the original video right now.
I started setting up as a dealer at coin shows when I was 11 years old. The only hoard I've ever seen in my entire half century in numismatics of 1889 CC dollars were 3 coins in that group of original BU rolls. It had everything. It had 85 CCs, that was the group where the 93 CCs were, but there were only 3 1889 CC Morgans. I've never heard of a hoard of 1889 CC Morgans until this incredible collection. When they told me about this collection, I didn't think it could exist. It seems obvious since the coins came from Nevada and were collected by the family that is selling them now in the 1950s, that their ancestor stopped at the bank and got 2 rolls of silver dollars, 89 CCs. When I saw 35 89 CC dollars, I couldn't believe they existed. Every one of them with mint frost like an 81S. Proof-like coins, deep mirror proof-like coins, coins that are choice, coins that are gem. This hoard should not exist. And after it's dispersed 35 different ways, it won't exist. But we are so lucky and so fortunate to be able to offer this incredible group of coins to the numismatic marketplace. Here at Heritage, we get to see the best of everything in coins. And there's not a lot that still gives me the chills and gets me to shake my head. This group does. I encourage you, have a look online. If you're looking for an 89 CC dollar for your collection, now's the time. If you're looking for a trophy coin, if you're looking for a coin from one of the most famous hoards of all time, this is the right time to buy one of these incredible 89 CC Morgans. I wish you the best of luck.
So obviously I edited down that video a little bit. If you want to watch the full-length video, I've put a link in the description of this video so you can go back and watch it. Yeah, so here they are. This is just amazing. I'm so happy that Ontario 100 let me know that this auction was happening. The story is fantastic. To have a hoard of this size of 1889 CCs are just incredible. The last Mint State 62 that sold on Heritage was back in September of 2024, and it sold for $32,400. So it does beg the question, what will this do to the market on the 1899 Carson City? You know, flooding so many coins at once, will this lower the prices a little bit? Maybe some great deals will happen, or are they just different enough that it's going to cause a bit of a frenzy and really drive up prices? Because as you can see as I'm scrolling through here, many of them have similar grades, but some of them are VAMs, different VAMs. Some of them are proof-like, some of them are deep mirror proof-like this coin. This is a Mint State 63 and deep mirror proof-like. That's just amazing to me to see. It's so cool. So all of these coins, you can see this one's already got a current bid of $13,000. Wow, this is going to go for probably quite a bit of money for the Mint State 64 deep mirror proof like coin. Really, really beautiful. This is just amazing. I do want to share with you some facts. So the 1889 Carson City Morgan silver dollar has a mintage of 350,000. It's often called the king of Carson cities, mostly because, yes, it's not the lowest mintage on Carson cities, but it is believed that many did not survive. Many were melted down. So in Mint State, they can be very rare. Obviously, with the release of this HOARD, it's going to be changing the thinking, I think, a little bit. Way back when, Wayne Miller wrote, in the author's opinion, the 1889 Carson City is still an overrated coin in uncirculated condition. Most such pieces, however, are not choice. These ones are, so I don't know. We'll see if that would have swayed Wayne Miller. And he says that marginal pieces will be usually fully struck, but will have evidence of poor luster. Now, just going through these pictures, it looks like these have really, really nice luster. Now, it's tough to tell when you don't have the coin in hand, but from the photos, you can really see some nice reflectivity here. Some really, especially with the proof-like coins, and some really nice what it looks to be a nice cartwheel, but again, they're pictures. What I do love about Heritage, and I hope Heritage does not mind me using so much of their website and their video for this video, but you can actually, with some of these coins, look at the 3D imagery of the coin itself. Just amazing. You can see here that the prices are just slightly creeping. I'm going to watch this auction when it happens, because I really want to see where these coins end up. I don't know. Again, I think I'm kind of I'm not really swayed either way. I don't know if this is going to hurt the market on 89 cc's, or like I said, maybe because they are just varying enough in degree of differences, with different VAMs, different grades, that indeed it might cause a little bit of a frenzy, a little bit of bidding frenzy here, and some of these coins might go for a lot of money. Yes, so these ones I wanted to show you because Heritage does a great job. So with these specific coins, we can actually look at the 360 view, and I'll show you that in a second. I just wanted to keep going down here so you could see all of these that are listed. So 35 coins all together, just really amazing. Look at this one, already bid to $10,000. Wow. All of these will go for quite a bit of money. The last time a Mint State 62 1889 Carson City sold on Heritage was last September, so September of 2024, and it sold for $32,400. So I imagine these are going to go for quite a bit of money. Like this one here is just a beauty. This is a Mint State 64. I really love. Look at that luster. I would say that's pretty nice luster on this coin. And as the president of Heritage Auctions was saying, that many of these have really nice mint frost to them, which is just incredible. The last time a Mint State 64 1889 Carson City sold on Heritage was back in February of 2020, and it sold for $60,000. So I can only imagine what this coin here will go for. I don't know if people are really going to care so much that it is a VAM 5, but maybe, I don't know, just to have the 1899 Carson City in this grade would be phenomenal, I think, for anyone to really own. These coins, I don't know, I'm so amazed. So thank you, Ontario 100, for sharing these with me, or sharing this auction with me, just letting me know, giving me the heads up, because this is pretty incredible. And it also says that there's other HOARDs out there. There's still some HOARDs that do exist, that in private collections, that just haven't been either publicized or just hasn't been rediscovered, if you will. So this is just really cool. I just want to look at this coin. This coin looks so nice. 64 plus. Yeah. Yep. No, it's really beautiful. And I'll show you, of course, the 360 video here from Heritage. Like I said, look at that luster. Wow. Wow, truly, truly beautiful in a mint state 64 plus. Just really fantastic. Just to put some perspective on things, the coin that I really want to watch to see how impressive the bidding goes is the 1889 Carson City mint state 64 deep mirror proof like. That coin, I think, is going to go for a lot of money. The last time an 1889 Carson City Morgan silver dollar, mint state 64, deep mirror proof-like finish to it, sold on Heritage was back in May of 2024, and it sold for $138,000. Same year, November 2024, at Stack's Bowers auction house, one sold for $264,000. So, and also, if we rewind a little bit to the beginning of the year, in 2024, at Heritage Auctions, a coin sold, or that is the Mint State 64 Dimple for an 1889 Carson City, sold for $228,000 in January of 2024. So you can see there are some huge price differences, but all three of them, in my opinion, were beautiful, beautiful coins. I will say, or I will note, that the one at Stack's did have a green bean, for what it's worth. Anyway, so as you can see, this is a very impressive hoard. These coins are beautiful. I think anyone who has the ability to purchase any of these coins, even in mint state 62, I think they'd be very happy with adding this coin to their collection. It really is the king of Carson Cities because of not just the rarity, but because it is a beautiful coin, especially in proof-like finishes. Even Wayne Miller wrote that for the 1889 Carson City, it is readily available in proof-like or in deep mirror proof-like finish. He does add the caveat that, you really want to look, because a lot of them can be heavily bag marked, and he really hammers home the point that to find a true gem mint state 65 of an 1889 Carson City is near impossible. They're out there, but it is extremely difficult. But he does say, that you can find those PL coins and deep mirror proof-like coins out there readily available. And if anything, this hoard shows us that, because many of these coins in this hoard are PL or deep mirror proof-like. Either way, all of these, I think, are very impressive, beautiful coins. I'm not surprised by the prices already, the current bids. And then also, just taking a look at these pictures, it does help you to train your eye, and also it helps to, fact check, if you will, some of the great authors of numismatics. Like Wayne Miller wrote how, they can be a little underwhelming, the 1889 Carson City in mint state, because they are so heavily bag marked. And just looking at these coins, you can see that. Also, because of the luster, I will argue, though, that these coins, through the picture, they look like they have decent luster, but again, you really can't tell unless you're holding it in your hand, in my opinion. But I just I love reading about these coins. Both Q. David Bowers and Wayne Miller write a lot about these coins, so I always recommend a good book. If you want to know more about Morgan dollars, purchase their books, and they are both a fountain of knowledge, and Bowers often will quote Wayne Miller. So, yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm getting a little overwhelmed looking at all these coins. So, all right, folks, that's it for now. Until we meet again, stay safe and continue to enjoy.